am here with topic motivation and its applications. First, we will see what is the definition of motivation. Motivation is the result of the interaction between the individual and the situation. How one face the situation and respond to the situation, it is called motivation. The processes that account for an individual's intensity, direction and persistence of effort towards attaining a goal, specifically an organizational goal is defined as a motivation. There are three key elements of the motivation. First one is intensity. Intensity is the how hard a person tries. Second one is the direction. Direction is the effort that is channeled towards and consistent with organizational goals. And third one is the persistence. How long a person can maintain effort. These three elements are key elements of the motivations. There are two types of motivation theory. First one is early theories of motivation and second one contemporary theories. We will see first one, the early theories of motivation. There are four types of early motivation theory. First one is Maslow hierarchy of needs theory. Second one is McGregor theory, X and Y. Herbert's theory is two-factor theory and McClellan theory of needs. We will see one by one. First one is Maslow theory. Maslow's hierarchy of needs says there is a hierarchy of 5 needs. As each need is substantial, satisfied, the next need becomes dominant. मास्लो बोलते हैं कि there are 5 needs, 5 needs है. ये 5 needs जैसे भी एक कंप्लीट हो जाती है, सेकेंड नीड्स ऑटोमेटिकली अराइज हो जाती है. फर्स्ट वन इज फिजियोलॉजिकल नीड्स. फिजियोलॉजिकल नीड्स मीन्स अ पर्सन नीड्स फूड, शेल्टर एंड क्लोथ्स. It is the basic needs. Second one is safety needs. Safety needs, person after fulfilling the physiological needs, the safety needs arise. Person needs security and safety of oneself. After that, whenever the safety needs is finished, at the time social needs arise. Person needs social life in this third level of this needs. And after this, whenever the social needs is fulfilled, at the time esteem needs arise. Esteem needs is the needs at the time the person is desire to have some status or organization position, and after getting this social position or the status, self-actualization needs are arise. In self-actualization needs, persons want to have peace of mind, and in this position the person have everything, lots of money and status, but person is not satisfied. At the time self-actualization needs are arise. Assumption higher order is internal and lower order is the external needs. Individuals cannot move to the next higher level until all needs at the current or the lower level, safety and psychological needs are satisfied. They must move in the hierarchy order, as first one is the physiological, second one safety, then social needs, then esteem and self-actualization needs according to the Maslow. Second one is the McGregor theory, X and Y theory. McGregor says there are two distinct views of human beings. There are two types of human beings. First one is theory X, based on basically negative employees are there, and second one is theory Y, there is positive employees are there. Manager used a set of assumptions based on their view. The assumption models their behavior towards employees. First one is the theory X says that workers have little ambition, workers dislike work, and workers avoid responsibility. This is basically negative theory. Theory Y is the positive theory. It says workers are self-directed and workers enjoy work and accept responsibility. There is no empirical evidence to support this theory But McGregor has divided employees in two types. This is theory X and theory Y. The third one theory of needs is the Herbst two factors theory. This key point of this theory is the satisfaction and dissatisfaction are not opposites, but they are separate constructs. There are two factors. First one is hygiene factor, and second one is motivators. Hygiene factors are the extreme related to dissatisfaction, and motivators are strict and related to the satisfaction. Hygiene factors are company policies are hygiene factors, salary and work conditions. The motivators, growth, responsibility and achievement are the basic motivators. As we have seen the theory, there is criticism of this two factors theory. Let us see. Herbst says that hygiene factors must be met to remove dissatisfaction. If motivators are given, then satisfaction can occur. But Herzberg is limited by his methodology, but participants had self-serving biasness. This that reliability of raters question that, and bias or errors of the observation may be there. No oral measures of satisfaction was used in the theories. Herzberg assumed that, but didn't research a strong relationship between satisfaction and productivity. Fourth one theory is Maclaurin's three needs theory. Maclaurin says there are three basic needs are there. There is need of achievement, need of power, and need for affiliation. First one is need for achievement. The drive to excel is there and to achieve in relation to a set of standard to strive to succeed the workers are work. Need of power, the employees have the need of power, the need to make others behave in a way that they would not have behaved otherwise. Need of affiliation, the desire for friendly and close interpersonal relationship is there of always every employees. People have varying levels of each of the three needs. Hard to measure these three: need of achievement, need of power, and need of affiliation is hard to measure. Performance predictions for high need achievement people is according this. People with a high need of achievement are likely to prefer to undertake activities with 50-50% chance to success, avoiding very low or high risk situations. They motivated in jobs that offer high degree of personal responsibility, feedback and moderate risks. No necessity make good managers to personal focus. Most good general managers are not high on need of achievement. This need high level of need of power and low need of affiliation for managerial success. It means need of power and need of affiliation is very less in managerial success. Good researchers support this theory, but it is not a very practical theory basically. Second one part is the contemporary theory of the motivation. There are 6 types of contemporary theory. First one is self-determination theory. Second one is goal-setting theory. It is MBO. Self-efficacy theory, reinforcement theory, equity theory, and sixth one is expectancy theory. First one is self-determination theory. People prefer to feel they have control over their actions, so anything that makes a previously enjoyed task feel more like an obligation than a freely chosen activity will undermine motivation. Self-determination theory says that people like over actions that they have felt and enjoyed very freely, rather than they choose the activity underline the motivation. The major implication of for work rewards are that strict and extreme rewards are not independent. Extreme rewards may decrease instinct rewards. Goal setting is more effective improving motivations. Verbal rewards increase instinct motivation and tangible rewards reduce it. Second one, Locke's goal setting theory. It says basic premise that specific and difficult goals are there with self-generated feedback lead to higher performance. Difficult goals focus, and whenever there are difficult goals, they focus and direct attention of the employees, energize the people to work harder. Difficulty increase persistence, force people to be more effective and efficient. There is a relationship between goals and performance depends on goal commitment. The more public, the better. Task characteristics simple, well learned, and the culture. Implementation of goal setting management by objectives. MBO is there. MBO is systematic way to utilize goal setting. Goals must be tangible, verifiable, and measurable in MBO. Corporate goals are broken down into smaller, more specific goals at each level of organization. Four common ingredients of the MBO programs: goal specificity, participative decision making, explicit time period, and performance feedback. Third one theory, Bandura's self-efficacy theory. Self-efficacy is an individual's belief that he or she is capable of performing a task. Higher efficacy is related to greater confidence, great persistence in the face of difficulties, better response to negative feedback, work harder. Self-efficacy components goal setting theory is that whenever given hard goal, it leads to increased confidence and higher self-set goal, and both this leads to the higher performance. Fourth one theory is reinforcement theory. Similar to goal setting theory but focused on a behavior approach rather than a cognitive one. Behavior is environmentally caused and tough internal cognitive event is not important. Feelings, attitudes and expectations are ignored in the behavior. Behavior is controlled by its consequences, reinforces. Behavior is not motivational theory but a means of analysis of behavior. Reinforcement strongly influences behaviors but is not likely to be the sole cause of the motivation. Fifth one is Adam equity theory. Employees compare their ratios of outcomes to inputs of relevant others. Adam says that always employees compare the input and output ratios. When ratios are equal, state of equity exists. Ratios both एम्प्लॉयज़ क्या इनपुट करते हैं और उनको जो आउटपुट मिलता है वो बोथ रेशियोज सेम है एट द टाइम, स्टेट ऑफ इक्विटी एग्जिस्ट होती है एंड देयर इज़ नो टेंशन एज द सिचुएशन इज़ कंसिडर्ड फेयर. सिचुएशन इज़ फेयर वहाँ पे होती है क्योंकि इनपुट एंड आउटपुट रेशियोज इक्वल होता है. व्हेन रेशियोज आर अनइक्वल, ये रेशियो अनइक्वल होता है एट द टाइम, टेंशन एग्जिस्ट ड्यू टू अनफेयरनेस टेक प्लेस होती है और एट द टाइम रेशियो अनइक्वल हो जाता है. अनरिवॉर्डेड स्टेज कॉज एंगर. अनरिवॉर्डेड एम्प्लॉयज़ आर देयर, वो एंगर वहाँ पे अराइज होता है एंड ओवर रिवॉर्डेड स्टेज आर देयर, इट कॉजेज गिल्ट. टेंशन motivates people to act to bring the situation into equity. Equity theory is relevant others. There can be 4 referent comparisons are there. Employees comparison करते हैं ये input and output की. First one is self inside. The person's experience in a different job in the same organization. Person employs self experience and different job के साथ comparison करते हैं. Self outside, the person's experience in a different job and a different organization. Person different job में different organization के साथ comparison करते हैं. Other inside, another individuals or group within the organization. Another individuals or the group within the organization. Organization में another individual, another employee, another group के साथ comparison होती है. Other outside, another individual or group outside of the organization. Next one is the reaction of inequality. Employees' behaviors to create equity. They change inputs. Second one, change outcomes. They change perception of the self. They change perception of the others. Choose the different persons. Otherwise, leave the field or they quit the job. Prepositions relating to the inequitable pay, paid by time, over rewarded employees produce more, unrewarded employees produce less with low quality. Paid by quality, over rewarded employees give higher quality and unrewarded employees make more low quality. Sixth one theory is the Bloom's expectancy theory. The strength of a tendency to act in a certain way depends on the strength of an expectations that the act will be followed by a given outcome and on the attractiveness of the outcome to the individual. There are 3 factors in this. First one is effort performance relationship. Second one is performance reward relationship. Third one is reward personal goals relationship. Let us see. First one is expectancy of performance success. First one is individual effort to achieve organization goals, and for that it is the instrumentality of success in getting reward. Individual performance is there in the second step, and valuation of the reward in the employee's eyes. Organization reward whenever the individual perform at the time, it is related to the organization rewards, and valuation of the reward in the employee's eyes. What is the valuation of the rewards according to the employees? It affects on the personal goals. We have seen different types of theories. Let us see what are the global implication of these theories. Motivation theories are often culture bound. Maslow's hierarchy of needs theory, order of need is not universal. Maslow's have given the 5 steps, but in global implication, the order of need is not universal. McClelland's 3 needs theory is there, as we have seen, and need of achievement presuppose or willingness to accept risk and performance concerns, not universal traits. Willingness and accept the risk of the performance concern is not the universal traits. Third one is Adam's equity theory. A desire for equity is not universal. As Adam says, each according to his need. Socialist or former communist are there. Desire for interesting work seems to be universal. There is some evidence that the instinct factors of Husserl's 2-factor theory may be universal. Summary and managerial implication of these theories. Need theories, Maslow, Alderfer, McClelland and Husserl, well known but not very good predictors of behaviors. Goal settings theory, while limited in scope, good predictor. Reinforcement theory, powerful predictor in many work areas. Equity theory, best known for research in organizational justice, expectancy theory, good predictor of performance variables but says many of the assumptions as rational decision making. Thank you. This is all for the theories of motivations.